so now we're going to look at page 4 and what would be page 7. So let me first of all show you the page. So this is a really nice little pocket, and you can put things in that pocket, and then it just comes and seals up nicely like that. So our page 4 pack. So again, let's take our piece of yellow tape. So in here you will have your 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 and your 6 by 6. Again, double-sided. I quite like that white side. You will have a piece of card that is 6 by 5 1/2, and you'll see that it is scored on 3 sides. The side that's not scored is your top, the top of your pocket. Then you'll have a piece of 5 by 5, which has got its matten layer. Then you'll have a piece at 2 by 5, which is scored again. And then you'll have 2 small pieces, which are going to fit onto there. Now, the same as before, you can round corners if you want to. And what I'm going to do this time is actually create a little circle, semicircle, into the middle of this to make it easier to get things in and out. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mitre the corners. So where you can see that those 2 crosses, so that line crosses that line, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut diagonally, going through the cross. So it's really difficult for you to see as it's on black, but you've got across that way and across that way, and you're going to make sure you go through where those 2 lines come together. So you will have something that looks like that. Okay, so then when you've got that, then you're going to fold these 3 fold lines in. So 1, so that's going to go like that. Ooh, dropped that then, sorry. This one's going to go like this. And this one's going to go like this. Okay, so now when you put them together, you will see that you don't have a great deal of bulk here. This one, I think I need to just take a little bit more off. It's just got a little bit of bulk on it still. So I'm just going to do that's better. So you lose any bulk. Okay, so that's going to be the back of your pocket. So now what you want to do is you want to take this other piece, and again you want to just fold that fold line over. So fold across along the score, middle out, middle out. Okay, and then middle out, middle out. And what I am going to do is take a slither off the glue tab that way, like that, so that again it won't catch on the edges and it will just take the bulk off it. And then that, I'm going to put some glue on the inside of the glue tab. And some glue on the inside of the glue tab, and then I'm going to slide that underneath up to but not over the hinge. So just make sure the hinge can come down like that and has got some flexibility to it, and then you can just burnish it into place. So that's the back and the flap. Now you can round the edges of your flap if you want to, but now I'm going to take my front piece. Now I want to create a little semicircle. You don't have to if you haven't got the tool, don't worry about it. But to do that, I'm going to put these two edges level. And then I'm going to get my semicircle tool. This is not the best one because it doesn't really give us a good line. But I'm going to put that in. And if I was doing this, I would, you know, properly for one to sell, I would be using my half measures. And I am just going to try. That's moved. You don't want it to move. Okay, let me do it again. So I've turned it upside down so that I can see where we are. That's where I want it. I was hoping that it would cut through. Ah! I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to make sure it's lined up on either side, and I'm just going to pop a bit of tape around there to hold those two in place. Good thinking, Sarah. Then I'm going to line it up again so that I can see where it is in place. Now when I turn it over, it's not going to slide. Ooh, well that worked. Okay. So now you can see I've got my little semicircle. And now I'm carefully going to take these bits off. So that's that one. And ooh, that was just the yellow tape that tore. And that one. And now when I slide this down, it will look much neater than trying to do the two separately. Okay, so I'm going to stick that onto there. Like that. Pop that on there. Just come down a little bit more. And that's stuck onto there. So now I'm going to come back to this and I'm going to put some glue initially on this bottom tab. So here's my top fold over bit. So I'm going to put some glue on this bottom tab. And then I'm going to line that up with this one, fold it back and just burnish it gently. Don't burnish it too much because you want to make sure it's going to be absolutely lined up. Perfect. Okay, so now, in fact, what I'm going to do first is take a little bit off there and a little bit off there, again to reduce the bulk. So a little bit off that one and a little bit off that. And then I'm going to pop some glue onto both of these tags like that. And now I should just be able to bring this up and it should completely line up without me having to do any more fiddling. just push it down, and you can see that little groove just makes it easier to get into there. Now, this is where you will have to be a little bit careful, because you've now got an extra 290 GSM. You just need to bring that over gently. It's going to be a little bit cross about having that extra bit of bulk. Okay, so now I'm going to decide on my colours, and I think I'm going white. Yes, too much blue otherwise, so I'm going to go white. So I'm going to stick that one on that side, and I'm going to stick that one, and again I think I'm going to go white again. Yes, I'm going to go white again. The nice thing about double-sided papers is you can play about with it and create whatever design you want. Okay, so that's going to be white and white. Okay, so that's going to keep flipping up. So what you want is a piece of ribbon, but it's no point going to the sides. So you need a little piece of sticky tape, top and bottom this time. So a little bit of sticky tape there and there. I would suggest that you do actually line it up with a ruler. I'm doing this very quickly. Take off. Oh, that's got horribly mangled. Let's do that again. Right. Okay, so let's get another piece of sticky tape. It's because my hands are so sticky. It's all getting mangled. Okay. So let's take the carrier off. Take the carrier off and get a bit more ribbon. Put a little bit on there. Oops. And a little bit that side. That. And now that should tie nice and neatly. Like that. And then I'm going to put that on to there. You can put it at a slightly jaunty angle if you wanted, or you can put it straight. So first of all, let's put our paper on. I definitely going for the white side this time. So let's do that. And we'll go like that. And then that is going to go on to there. That's not quite straight. Okay, please spend more time than I am and get these beautifully straight. Okay, so that's that page, and then that is going to go. So there's your one for that side. So that is going to go in there. Turn it around the right way. My arrow is going up, so I know which way I'm going. I know it sounds a very simple thing, but the number of times I've put pages in the wrong way up. Lift it and put that in like that. Okay, so all we've got left to do is the big long double page, which as you can see I've already done. So I'm going to do it in the other book just to show you how it all comes together.